Hi guys. So CMA Inter results have already come for the December 2025 attempt, and the timetable for June 26 attempt is also out. So it is time to buckle ourselves and prepare for the June 26 attempt. So for those who have not prepared, not started preparing for the exam, you will be having certain anxiety, certain questions on whether you will be able to prepare properly, effectively, and give your attempt in June 26. Whether this time is enough because it is already the end of February. So you have another 3 months only to prepare. So how effectively can you use this time to prepare for your exam? So we have a timetable that can help you to target 250 plus, that is 60 plus in each subject in group 1 and in group 2. So we have taken from 25th February till 4th of June, giving a little bit of leeway for the final preparation. And also there could be reasons where we will not be able to stick to the timetable. So because of which we need to give a cushion for us to fall back in case we fall a little slow compared to the timetable that we have set. So we have about 100 days, and this 100 days we can divide it into weekdays and weekends. So weekdays we have about 72 days and weekends about 28 days. So what is the total hours that we can allot towards studies? So during weekdays, at least 6 hours, and during weekends, somewhere around 10 hours. So we have 432 and 280, approximately 712 hours. This I have taken 712 hours, giving enough cushion for fallbacks, for delays in preparation, where we need to give extra time, or we might have certain personal commitments. We'll not be able to meet to the timetable always. So we should always have certain cushion to fall back on. So approximately 712 hours we have from today till 4th of June for us to complete the syllabus. Now in this video, I will be covering group 1 and group 2 separately. So this is for students who are appearing in one group, that is either group 1 or group 2. So the strategy would be one time preparation and one time revision and one time of fast track revision. So this is a strategy that we will have to follow. So for the one-time preparation, the first preparation that we are doing, we can allot approximately 400 hours. And for the revision, the first time revision, we can allot 200 hours. And the last 112 hours will be towards the fast track revision. So how to prepare in this 400 hours? Now, when we take the 400 hours that is available for first time preparation, split it based on your understanding about the subject. So I would say the problem papers, that is accounts and costing, needs to be given more time because you need more time to solve a sum. Always solve a sum, never go with reading the sums. So you should solve an end-to-end partnership accounting question so that you know how much time it takes for you to solve one question. And it is practice that increases the speed. So give more time towards financial accounting. So I would suggest around 130 hours towards accounts and about 90 hours towards costing, and the balance you can split between DT, IDT, and law. In case of group 2, again FM requires more practice, FM and OPM. So give about 100 hours each, 90 to 100 hours each for both the papers. And the balance time you can split between management accounting and corporate accounts. So when you are preparing for your exam, another point when you prepare the timetable is that never study the same subject for the entire day. It will actually cause more exhaustion and you might forget on certain topics. So it's better to juggle between one theory paper and one problem paper so that it will give you a balance. If it becomes too much of theory, again, you might forget certain aspects of theory. If you are doing sums over about 5 to 6 hours, you might get exhausted. So you should have a balance. Choose papers accordingly. In each day, when you are saying 6 hours, when we say 6 hours in a weekday and 10 hours during weekends, split it accordingly, split it into smaller segments of 2 hours, have breaks in between so that you don't get exhausted. So you cannot just sit at a stretch, 6 hours at a stretch and no one can study. So breaks are very important. So give breaks, 10 minutes break, 15 minutes break after every 1 or 2 hours. Just refresh yourself and then come back to your studies. And important topics now, important points or the important topics that you should cover during your first revision and during the second revision. In case of accounts, partnership accounting is very important. So you have to thoroughly study partnership accounting and accounting standards. These are short questions. So with respect to financial accounts, these two topics you need to cover end to end in your first revision and in your initial preparation as well. With respect to costing, methods and techniques, short 40 marks you will get from this itself. So these two topics needs to be covered end to end. Do all the sums in your study material with respect to cost accounting. Then business law, business law and ethics. Learn ethics towards the end. Okay, when you are, going to the exam somewhere in the month of May, because ethics is a scoring area, 100% sure shot, you will get around 10 to 15 marks. So this area needs to be covered. It is very easy also. So it's an easy scoring area. Take it up towards the end so that it is fresh in your mind and you will be able to write. In business law, give more importance to company law and contract act. These two very important, needs to be studied in your initial preparation and first time revision as well. Then the next is DT and IDT. In DT and IDT, you need to learn customs in IDT. 7 mark question will be there. In MCQs also you will find one question close to 9 to 10 marks you get from customs. So it's very small topic. It can be covered easily and very easy also. So customs you have to concentrate. Then in DT, understand the important provision with respect to computation of income. and give importance to whichever area you are really good at. If you know the salary provisions, if you feel that you are able to understand salary provisions better, then give more concentration towards the salary provisions, learn it thoroughly, because from each head of income you will get a question. So whichever head of income you are more confident, give more importance to that and try to learn it end to end so that you can score complete marks in that particular question. With respect to indirect tax, GST, learn the basics of GST, learn the supply concept, time of supply, place of supply. These are important from GST point of view. Coming to group 2. Coming to group 2 with respect to FM, fund flow and cash flow needs to be given importance. Working capital management needs to be given importance. With respect to management accounting, give importance on decision making tools, standard costing, budgeting. With respect to OPSM, you need to prepare well on production planning and control, project management, these two chapters, and learn the theory of strategic management. These areas you have to concentrate more on because these are the areas where you will get your short questions and you can also score well. And with respect to corporate accounts and audit, audit is an area that you can score, so give more importance to auditing. Then, with respect to corporate accounts, learn the first two chapters thoroughly, that is about shares, accounting of shares and debentures, and how the financials needs to be prepared. So that you need to study and learn about accounting standards also, because that is even getting covered in our group 1. So it is more of an extension. You basically have an idea about accounting standards as you've studied it in group 1. So it is a more of an extension and you can cover that as well in group 2. So this is with respect to the important topics that you need to cover subject wise, and also a general overview on the time that you have got, so you need not become anxious and you need not think that you don't have enough time to prepare for your exam. You do have enough time, and if you have a proper disciplined approach and spend about 6 to 7 hours a day on an average, or give more time during the weekends and about 6 hours during the weekdays, you will be able to have one preparation, one time revision, and a fast track revision, which will help you to score more than 60 in all the papers. Now, one more point with respect to fast track revision. Fast track revision needs to be fast track, right? So during your initial preparation and during your first time revision, you need to make notes which you will be revising during your fast track revision, and you will have to take up question papers and start solving question papers during the fast track revision period. So it is not the period where you are going to restudy what you have studied, rather it is the time where you are going to test yourself. So take up a past question papers and attempt the question papers. You write the answers, see whether within 3 hours you are able to attempt for 100 marks, and improve your speed wherever you are lagging, in whichever paper you are lagging, you're not able to complete. Improve your speed, take at least 3 tests. You will know how well you are performing. You can take up our test series as well, where we correct the test papers of yours and we give a feedback on the areas you need to improve. So in case you require that when you are doing a fast track revision, you can check out our website. The website address is given in the description. So that's about a quick timetable on how you need to effectively use your upcoming 712 hours for your exams. We will also come up with a separate timetable for working professionals who need to manage work. They will not be able to put in the entire 700 to 800 hours. So in that case, we will come up with a separate timetable. We will also come up with a separate timetable for those students who are attempting Group 1 and Group 2 together. So stay tuned. Happy studies.